Happy V-Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Cheers. Why am I here? This is the Valentine's Day episode. You guys are a couple. Why am I here? Valentine's Day is about using your friends for engagement. Your friends and your
100%.
partner. Do you like surprises?
If they're jewelry.
Yeah, okay.
We do have our doctorates in love. How would you want a girl to approach you?
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's flip it onto Charlie.
I told some of your friends before, like.
Oh, I hated these though.
You hated this?
We all hated it, yeah.
like-
It's actually making me sick thinking about you messaging other girls on Hinge. That
I-
actually makes me physically ill.
Sam, I don't like it. During the movie, he peed in a bottle right next to everyone in the theater.
Nice.
I almost threw up.
How are you with authority?
Horrible.
I would have guessed that.
That tracks.
As someone who has dated some really questionable men. Not that I've ever dated anyone ever else.
Yeah, no,
but
I figured.
I think that's it on polygamy. Hi, house guest. Welcome to my home and happy Valentine's Day. Welcome to our first ever annual Valentine's Day special. I have my boyfriend Charlie and Harrison Wallace, the two favorite house guests currently, and also the two men in my life coming over. We're gonna be answering all the questions. None of us are experts, and that's why it's gonna be better, okay? We've got some listener call-ins, we've got some crazy stories, we're gonna be auditing some dating app profiles, we're gonna talk about the dating challenge. It's gonna be like a whole thing. It's gonna be incredible. We've decorated, everyone's wearing a hat, like it's gonna be amazing. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's welcome Harrison and Charlie to the show. Cheers.
Cheers. Happy V-Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Cheers.
Kisses.
How is everyone feeling towards the holiday?
This is my favorite holiday ever.
Oh.
Don't you know that?
Yeah, well, we're having a little difficulty on set really quickly. One sec. Is it fine?
Yeah, it's held up by the
No.
second one. They're both gonna go down eventually, but it's part of.
Should we pin it?
No, it's part of the charm.
Okay, let's keep it in.
All right, that's fine. Whatever. You know what?
Guys, listen.
Ultimately, isn't that a metaphor for this holiday in general?
At the end of the
letdown.
day, isn't that
A
what
huge letdown.
Just let down. Although I got a weapon.
Oh, you sure do.
Pretty cool.
Charlie has a Cupid's bow?
Yeah.
Because he's Cupid. So Charlie loves love. He's like a really big
do love
romantic.
love.
For someone who like really has not to out you, but like has really not dated that much, like you really are a big romantic at heart.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Harrison, how are you feeling?
Oh, I feel great. You know, I love this holiday more than anything else.
You need this more than me.
I do. Oh,
no.
thank you, Charlie.
Hold on.
See,
Well, that's
and even
unfair.
then,
That's unfair. That's just poor design.
even then.
Harrison asked Charlie to shoot him.
I would like Charlie, but I want this to be a real crossbow. Look at that. I want it to be a real crossbow. I want you to pin me to this chair.
Absolutely.
I want to bleed out on Kenzie's Wayfair furniture.
We do like having you over.
I
For the
love-
record, this is from the article. This is the one thing that isn't Wayfair or Gucci.
Pardon
Thank you.
me.
Thank you.
Why am I here? This is the Valentine's Day episode. You guys are a couple. Why am I here?
I like the Valentine's Day special, and I thought it would be fun to mix things up.
I like
and
that.
I mean, also, these are the two favorite, minus Macy, favorite house guest at the moment.
that nice?
And if
So-
we're being totally honest, I feel like I'm probably the third wheel.
And if I'm being honest, I
little bit.
just wanted the views to be upped because I saw what's been happening and I liked it.
Got it.
So I wanted to combine
Got
the
it.
two.
Well, Valentine's Day is about using your friends for engagement. Your friends and your
100%.
partner.
And I've been saying that forever.
How do you feel about like couples content?
Not great
I'm with you.
at all.
It's a little.
It's a little much.
It's a little scary.
I think it can be done like, okay, I haven't actually been thinking about this long and hard recently, but I do think over the years, this is where the consensus I've come to with couples content.
For you specifically, or just in general?
Just in general, I think there's a difference between sharing your boyfriend and like sharing your relationship.
Oh, okay.
And I also think that there's a different, like obviously like a couple's like joint account, like that's not for me.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. We're not doing that.
No, we're not doing that. I don't even like them having social media. Like, but even like around the podcast, like I was getting insecure with how much I was posting Charlie because it was like podcast stuff. But I do think there's a difference. I like stuff that's like sweet and cute, but I like where that person's like sharing something cute
Yeah.
and fun. I don't need like couples content where they're like pranking each other.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if you two just became like a couple?
I'm
prank
terrified of her. Are you kidding me? I prank her one time.
Yeah,
I
Charlie.
don't even
would
want.
never.
We're not thinking about it.
Do you
It's
like
not
do you like
important.
surprises?
If they're jewelry,
Yeah. Okay.
if it's a gift.
So, what did you get her for Valentine's Day?
Jewelry?
He
You already
literally
gave it.
No, because you're breaking the fourth wall. Charlie was so worried about this because he's like, well, we're recording like a month in advance. Like
They know.
they're
They
gonna,
know.
Yeah,
These
that's
people,
so true.
they've all been around the block. They know how this stuff works.
This week, Charlie was like, well, what if they ask what I got you for Valentine's Day? And it's not Valentine's Day yet. So you just crushed
We
his
really did
dreams.
break the fourth.
What are
I
your
was gonna keep
Valentine's
quiet
Day
the whole time.
plans? Maybe that's figured out by now.
No, it's not. We're a month out.
Yeah.
What did we have planned?
Yeah, we're a month out.
Yeah.
Today's
Charlie and I
the
like to do
14th,
nothing.
right?
Yeah. Oh, we are a month out.
God, I love
Wow.
Oh, we're going to a cooking class that week though.
Oh, that'll be sweet.
That's that.
Sur la table.
Of course. Of
place
course.
is awesome.
It's amazing.
I
We had
love
a
a sur la table cooking class.
Really
Love.
intense chef, but like amazing.
At first, I
Really.
thought she was gonna murder me. I will be
It
honest.
didn't help that I kept saying yes, chef. I just really I get into. I watched
bet she
Chopped.
loved it.
I watched Chopped
Harrison,
too much.
I wanted to die.
Yeah.
I literally was like, oh my. At one point, I was like, if you keep talking,
I
like,
won her over. I won her over. I'm pretty sure I won her
No,
over.
I'm sure you did.
Of course.
Caroline will tell you, we did a sur la table cooking class once, and the instructor was like saying to, I forget exactly what the direction was, and I was like, you don't have to do that.
How are you with authority?
Horrible.
I would have guessed that.
That tracks.
Horrible.
Yeah, so I don't
I don't
actually
like
see you
it.
liking a cooking class.
No, it's fun because you get to like try something start to finish that you
Mm-hmm.
might not ordinarily.
Have you? How
Take
many
the time
times
to
in
do
your
yourself.
head have you said I'm better than you?
In what context?
No,
Like
no,
on a
in the
date?
cooking
At
in the cooking class.
No, never.
Okay,
Never.
okay.
But like in your day to day.
Wait, hold on.
It's
Now I have a
not,
follow
I'm
up.
better than you.
I'm calling a lie.
It's not I'm better than you. That's not the thought that goes through my mind. Her French was bad. She actively gave you like wrong information. But even then, what was going on in my head was not I'm better than you, just that your French was wrong.
And just that I know it better than you.
Huh?
She did call you defiant.
She did call me defiant.
The cooking class instructor called you defiant.
It was probably a compliment.
Oh my god. Harrison, are we like fun to third wheel with or are we like the worst?
No, this is ideal, actually.
Okay, good.
I'm
You know
having a
how
lot
I
of
knew
fun.
that Charlie was a good guy?
Was you could have a third person around and it was not going to be weird?
No, it was like after you guys came over and met. Well, they were over when Harrison met Charlie. I didn't know that Charlie was gonna like Charlie was flying back home that night, but I didn't know that your paths were gonna cross. Charlie moved his flight up, and I didn't know that.
Okay.
So he just like walked in the house and like you guys were here, and then you guys met.
right.
And then when they left, I was like closing the door, and I could hear like also like you guys were you by the way. I want to preface this by saying
We talk loud.
Harrison, Caroline, and I are aligned on that. I would say we don't normally like everyone's partners. I would say that's a fair assessment.
100%.
You have to really win us over, and you have to be
100%.
best of
So
the
you
best.
guys are about to ambush me on this podcast.
No, but they
talking
walked
about-
out, and I could hear them, and they go,
He wants
"Ah."
you out.
No, this is a tough crowd, Charlie. This
It is a
room.
tough crowd.
It's a tough crowd, tough room.
I feel it.
It is. But they walked out, and I could hear them, and I hear them go, I like him. And I was like, all right, that's
We were
it.
walking to the car, and we were like, I love Charlie.
Yeah. So it all worked out really well. But I think that we should like kind of establish just like where we're coming from with this Valentine's Day special and like how we're feeling about the holiday in
Yeah.
general. Charlie is a big romantic. He loves love.
Sweet. Love,
He's-
well, love does
rom-com.
win.
And love wins.
Love wins.
Love
Yeah.
wins. You do love love.
I love love.
Oh.
That's great.
Okay.
I agree.
I, on the other hand, Charlie is definitely the romantic in the relationship, I will say. I'm very loving to Charlie.
Yeah, of
But like
course.
I'm not how do I say this?
Yeah, how do you? Because I'm not taking that one. That's a trap.
I
tough.
just am not like I'm not like a like Valentine's Day girl. I'm having so much fun now that it's themed.
Which is crazy because how into like
Right.
every other holiday she is.
Holidays and things. What
Anything.
is it about Valentine's Day that we're like?
I know we're
I
like
don't know where
icked
the
out by
aversion
it
comes from.
because it's not the love part.
No, I love it for other people.
But I think it's the fact that it feels like forced love.
Right. It's like we have to like take this day to say it.
Yeah.
Some
Because
corporate
Harrison
asshole
and I,
wanted to
who
sell
are like,
candy.
Harrison and I are both very festive people.
Yeah, I'm a very festive. Oh yeah, of course.
Very festive. But like Valentine's Day, and like I know it might not seem this way to you guys because we are wearing like Valentine's Day headbands
Correct.
with hearts
and
into the
we're
air.
in pink and red. It's like a whole
Totally.
thing.
It's like a whole thing. Yeah. We made like a Sterling Shirley, so we'd have pink drinks. Of course. Absolutely. I'm just like not normally a Valentine's Day girl, but I'm open to it. Like I'm ready to kind of like jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah. Well, now that you're like partnered up, you're booed up, as they say,
I know, but I don't really
for
think.
Valentine's Day.
I just like, I don't know. I don't really look at Valentine's Day as like, you, like,
I
I'm a
think if-
partner. You know what I mean?
I don't really know who wins on Valentine's Day because if you're
girl.
partnered,
The girl.
Yeah, okay.
The girl wins on Valentine's
Well,
Day.
I will say, I realized Christmas that
What if
Charlie.
there's no girl, Charlie?
Yeah.
Then
Okay, are you homophobic?
Then the guy wins on Valentine's Day. Sorry.
Yeah.
And Charlie's like, there's always
Charlie's
a
gonna
girl.
have like a heart attack.
Sorry. That
One
went
of
over
them's
my
the girl,
that
right?
went over my head, and I'm sorry for that.
I'm kidding.
Charlie, we're messing with
I was
you.
like, if the guy's alone, he wins for Valentine's Day.
We're kidding. It was a joke.
Alright,
Oh
alright.
my god, we're like completely kidding. He was messing with you. It's me because I realized during Christmas that Charlie is an incredible gift giver. So the reason that I like love Valentine's Day now is because I realized like, oh my god, I
You're
get
like,
another gift.
there's
in like
gonna
2
be a
months.
gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think that through.
Wait,
Yeah.
what'd you get her for Christmas?
A couple
These pearl
things,
earrings and
rings.
this ring,
Oh.
and then he got me this like because my like Louis Vuitton big bag that I wear all the
yeah.
time with my literally specifically. I got
A little bit
that.
smaller, but she can still put some stuff in.
I got that bag specifically for my bag charm, for like my needlepoint bag charm, and then he got me like a divider because I was complaining that it's like a
Yeah,
little
it's just, like, a
pouch for
big-
it because
yeah.
it's just a bag.
But she is too. I mean,
He
you're,
got me other stuff too, but like those are like my.
You're a very good gift giver.
yeah,
Thank
she
you.
is.
Yeah, I killed Christmas. Anyway, more back to you.
So on Valentine's Day, it's like who wins? Because if you're partnered, unless you're really into it and like it's not a big deal, you have to go out of your way for the other person on this day specifically. You probably have to find like a reservation
Oh my God.
somewhere.
And you know what? The menu's preset.
And there's a
Don't even get me
prefix
started.
menu. It's going to be overpriced. And then it's like, it's never going to live up to like exactly what you want. If you have to cook at home, you got to like figure that out. If you're single on Valentine's Day, maybe you feel like iffy about it or you feel weird. So like, I don't really know like exactly who this day is for.
Capitalism.
Well,
It's
isn't that the answer to everything?
the big businesses. You know who wins? Paper Source.
Paper source.
Candy companies.
Hershey's.
Hershey's.
Hershey.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I want to go to Hershey Park, by the way.
Oh my God, I would love to do that.
Yeah, we'll go
Well,
up to Pennsylvania again.
Yes. I'm like a Reese's shape fanatic, right? Like the seasonal shaped
Yeah.
Reese's. So today began my quarterly research
Of course.
so we're doing hearts right now and I'm tasting all the different varieties of Reese's hearts.
How did I get that
I love
job?
that.
You just kind of make it for yourself.
You
Yeah.
can. Charlie's really into variety things. I'm always like looking to monetize things in my life.
Right,
And
of
so I
course.
have thought about having him do like taste tests for different varieties because he's really into
I
that.
have to know what everything tastes like. It's
Yeah.
kind of like my.
Were you
weakness.
like, oh, I bet you're miserable to go get frozen yogurt. With.
Oh, I'm terrible. I gotta know what everything. Like I'm the guy
The
that has
worst.
the spoon. But the same thing like cupcakes. Like if you go to Sprinkles or whatever, I need to know whatever flavor.
Yeah.
Then I need to have 19 carrot cake. Anything with carrot cake, I like.
Oh, I love carrot cake.
You know what we talked about earlier? Doing a dinner party that's themed to carrots. Like
Yeah.
doing it around food. Wouldn't that be good?
I thought it'd be fun
Yeah,
to do
I
dinner
love carrots.
parties around like an individual ingredient, like a tomato dinner.
Okay, well
or a
the end has
dinner.
carrot cake. So
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sold. I
Yes,
don't care
I love
about the
carrot
rest
He
of
loves
the
carrot
dinner.
Do you
cake
like
too.
how do you like your carrot cake? Like what's in your perfect carrot cake?
You saw, I do like a little bit of like on the outside on the outside of the frosting. I like a little bit of like the coconut shavings.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, same. And I do like the carrot cake. It doesn't have to have like raisins or anything in
Okay.
it, but I want it to be like.
Texture.
No one likes the word
Moist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it.
And like
I didn't want to
dense
say it.
and
Yes,
like really
yes.
yeah.
But I also cream cheese frosting is the way to
Oh,
go.
absolutely. It's got to be a
It's so
cream cheese
good.
frosting. I like raisins
Sometimes
in a carrot
pineapple
cake.
in it's
Yes.
not a bad way to go.
I'm into
either.
that. I think Ina's carrot cake has carrots, raisins, and pineapple
Let's go.
in the batter. And
What are
it's
we doing
really
here?
tremendous.
Let's go right
amazing.
now.
Let's go make one. Oh my god, I love
That actually sounds amazing. We should do that soon.
It's the carrot cake app.
Love.
And that's what Valentine's Day is all about.
It's about eating
Isn't
carrot
it?
cake. Well, it's about things that you love. It can be about platonic love. It can be about
So
friendship.
true.
both.
Yeah.
I mean, look, this is what this is.
I know. And you know what? Representation.
And that's beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
And love does win.
And love does win. Okay, amazing. Well, we had
true
some
friend.
of our listeners call in.
Yes, we've had some reader mail submitted. We put out a call to the great public
Great public,
about
public at
Valentine's Day
large.
stories, dating advice, love advice, and there's nobody better equipped on the planet than you and I.
Obviously. And we actually do want to clarify before we get into today's episode that we are, in fact, experts. So if you are looking elsewhere, you're making a big mistake. We do have our doctorates in love, our PhDs,
The
if you
Millionaire
will.
Matchmaker does indeed follow me on Instagram.
And also,
Absolutely.
I'm
So-
here too.
Oh, yeah.
And Charlie's
Not
And
an
Charlie's
expert.
here.
And there's
Not
there's
expert.
no one better equipped to lead someone in a particular direction on love than
Exactly.
Charlie.
Yeah. actually, all three of us are actually so experienced that all three of us were single for the past 5 to 6 years. So thank God you guys have come to the right place.
You guys sought out the best help in the industry.
Hi, I have a question that has a bunch of different elements, and any advice you could give on any would be so appreciated. I was in a really serious relationship and found out that he was cheating on me. I am not with him anymore.
Well, thankfully.
Really proud of myself for that decision.
Yeah, you
Same.
should be.
Struggling with trusting myself in all senses, men aside, and B, just being very scared in entering a world of being alone and embracing that. Would love anything that you could share on either learning how to trust yourself, getting back out there, and also embracing being alone. Thank you so much.
So I actually have a lot to say on this topic.
Okay.
As someone who has dated some really questionable men, when you get out of these relationships, not that I've ever dated anyone ever else.
Yeah, no,
but
I figured.
No one's ever
hypothetically,
existed.
no one's ever existed. That's what did you say, Caroline? That one day he just like he spawned into the world. That's what we say about Charlie. It's that like one day he just kind of spawned into the world. He's like, plopped.
Yeah, no follow-up questions.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, kind of same thing for me. But hypothetically speaking, when you date people, actually, that when you're in bad relationships, I personally was like losing trust in myself because at the end of the day, I was like, okay, well, it's me, myself, and I. Like I made these decisions.
You question your own judgment.
Yeah.
I can imagine how somebody, especially finding out there was like infidelity.
Yeah.
You're like, oh God, what did I miss? What was I not paying attention to? And then I can see really easily how you might start to spiral and be like, okay, well, what am I missing in this part of my life? What am I missing with my family? What am I missing with my friends? So I'm sorry you had to go through that. That sucks.
I think it's just you have to have. I know this is so cheesy. Like half this episode's gonna be like a joke, but I'm actually being serious. I think you just have to have a lot of grace for yourself, especially looking back.
Yeah.
Like I look at anything that I've done in the like, especially like earlier 20s, and I'm like, oh, poor girl. Like,
Who
what were
was
you thinking?
she?
Who is she? But you're so like young, and I think at any phase of your life, you could be 80 and looking at yourself at 70 and be like, you're an idiot. You're so, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And then as far as like being alone, this is like not where I thrive anymore, but like I thrived being single. There's so many podcast episodes of like living your absolute best single life on. You're
Caroline.
so funny.
That wasn't me.
Oh.
It's just like it's where he goes. You guys are fine. Sorry, crazy problems on set. We're having some issues with the set as well. Things are just falling behind me. Okay, you need to have grace for yourself, and everyone makes mistakes. It's not your fault. Like someone else chose to make. Like it is not your fault or your responsibility that someone else chose to make a very poor decision.
Yeah.
Like that has nothing to do with you at all.
Yeah.
And then being single is actually like the most fun thing in the entire world. And the amount of time in life that you're going to be single is like more than likely very small in the grand scheme of things. So like enjoy your time single as much as possible because it's not going to last forever.
Yeah.
Most likely if you want to find someone.
This is just me speaking personally. It's like when I close my eyes at night and I imagine like, what does my dream life look like? Like if I'm firing on all cylinders and everything is perfect, like what does that look like for me? And oh my gosh. And a partner is more often than not, like not part of the equation there for me. I genuinely don't think I have to have like another romantic person in my life to feel completely fulfilled. I've always felt that way. And not to say that like this person needs to like swing entirely that direction, but that fulfillment is possible. Happiness is possible.
Agreed.
And having a life that feels complete and feels full and feels like happy, you don't have to rely on someone else to give those things to you. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
I've always felt that way. Like I'm very much about creating my own happiness, curating the life that I want by myself, for myself. And lean into that, girlfriend.
Yeah.
Agreed completely.
And
Cheating isn't a reflection of her character; it's a reflection of his.
absolutely.
And being
Period.
alone and building
And
yourself
see-
better is gonna end up benefiting her in the long run just by finding the right person. Like you care about yourself, you start attracting somebody that values themselves too.
Yeah.
You'll find a better person
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
caregiver and whatnot. So
100%.
I was
She's
going
gonna
to
be
say
better
that,
off.
like, the people who have relationships, and honestly, I would say this about both of us, too, but, like, people who have relationships that I actually admire and like are the people who had great lives before they found that partner.
Yes,
you know
we've
what I
talked about this
mean?
before.
Yeah.
Because
That was a good conversation,
I
actually.
think it was on Nantucket last summer. Because this was very nascent for you.
When
Oh,
she
yeah.
wasn't distracted with some text messages.
Oh, well, I had just
Oh,
met
she
Charlie on
was.
Nantucket, so that was like, he was a character the whole trip for us. Yeah.
Exactly. But no, we've had that conversation before, and that it's not end all be all, and getting to know yourself even more, I think, only makes you a better partner for someone else.
Agreed.
Agreed.
in the
I
long
also
run.
don't think that like it does depend on what you want. Like life is not all about finding love and finding like if you want
Yeah.
a family and you want a partner, that's amazing, but that's not
Yeah.
that's not what everyone wants at the end of the day
And
anyway.
in fact, if I see that behavior in other people, I'm like red.
But even if
Agreed.
it is, it's good. That, well, not good. Nothing's ever good like that. But she being able to see those actions through somebody else can kind of help her understand what she needs, what she wants, who she wants to become.
Yeah.
Can build you into a better person.
I also think there's nothing wrong with wanting a partner and there's nothing wrong with not wanting a partner too.
Yeah,
So
agreed.
it really just doesn't matter. I think at the end of the day though, regardless of what you want, you have to build a life that you like for yourself outside of it on your own. Someone once told me, we're going to fix this in a second,
Oh,
guys. It's
no, we're
getting
not.
crazier on YouTube. No, we are. Somebody once told me like, don't date someone unless they make your already amazing life like more amazing. And I think that's a really good thing to live by. Okay, guys, sorry. We're back from our technical
We're back.
difficulties. We fixed the set. We're good now.
I hope that our friend figures it out
Agreed.
and can find
Peace.
peace.
Because at the end of the day, that's what we're all looking for.
We're all looking for peace.
We're all looking for peace. And I will let you know, too, it is so much better to be alone than with the wrong person. Seriously.
Oof. You say that again. Okay, I have a fun piece of reader mail. A guy took me to the movies. He had made a big deal over this movie the entire week leading up to the date. It was our second date. He didn't want to miss a second of this movie. We got there early, got snacks, and got seated. He was locked in. So much so that during the movie, he peed in a bottle right next to everyone in the theater.
Nice.
I almost threw up. I got up and left and blocked him immediately. I honestly can't remember what movie it was that was so important a bathroom break wasn't warranted. This was 2016.
Before you guys say anything,
It was Finding Dory.
what? Okay, damn it. It's open Lord of the Rings extended edition. I don't blame him. It's like 6 hours, man.
That is crazy.
Crazy.
What do you do? What do you do in that scenario?
Literally, what do you
You
do?
get up and you block.
Here's the thing.
I would never be able to, though.
Is there a situation where like you would pee in a bottle and it's like appropriate?
No.
Or like if you were with Charlie and he was like, I'm so sorry. I have to pee in this bottle.
No.
Like, for example, if somebody was going to drive you like 10 hours to Nashville. And,
You would never do that.
yeah. When you're asleep or something like that.
there,
Yeah,
like-
I never
You
did. No, I
didn't-
swear to
you
God, I
didn't do
never
that.
did that.
Would you ever, I don't know, if you're like stuck in traffic or something and like couldn't get out and pee on the side
You know
of
what
the
I
road?
think? Like, this isn't possible, but I think the only thing that would make this okay is if like a woman was pregnant and like needed something for something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
It's just
mean,
not okay.
I still think it depends on what movie it was.
Oh my God, Charlie.
I'm just saying.
Shocked that she doesn't remember what I would. It would be
I would never
Ingrained.
forget the
forever
movie
burned in my mind.
forever.
What movie that was?
Forever. And then I would put posters of it.
What came out in 2016? Finding Dory. It was definitely Finding Dory.
It was 100% Finding Dory. It was 100% Finding Dory. What else could it have been?
You have a
Incredibles
computer.
2.
Can you look at that? Or am I-
No,
name
I mean, guys, I'm
every
telling you
Pixar
right
movie.
now. Okay, should we do another call in?
I would love to hear.
I kind of want to look up what happened in 2016.
I'm home recovering from hip surgery, and I've been
Get real soon,
binging your
queen.
episodes like crazy.
gosh.
Thank you.
My crazy dating story is my awful, low-key abusive ex-boyfriend started dating a new girl, proposed to her on the 4th of July in his parents' driveway in Crocs, and then the day before their wedding, he dumped her and sent her back on a plane to Germany, which was where she's from. And the next day, reached out to me and told me he was still in love with me. So, needless to say, I did not go back to him, but yeah, just a wild story for myself and this poor other girl. So,
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of twists. A lot of twists in that one.
When she said plane to Germany,
No, guys, things like
send her
that
back
make
to
me believe in
Rammstein
God.
Air Force.
Stuttgart would be nice too.
That really like strengthens my faith in
agree.
God because she was saved from something really terrible there.
She was definitely saved. The fact that proposing to someone on the 4th of July while wearing Crocs
in his parents' driveway.
I don't know.
That's a
you
Madison
can't.
Humphrey
No,
video.
you can't get more American than that. This guy was a patriot. At the
You're
very
so
least.
right, Charlie.
Yeah,
It's
and
the
he was
best this
abusive,
country
so
has.
In
I
fact,
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's turn it on this girl. You got to find that guy.
Oh my
He said he
gosh.
loved you. He said he loved you.
I think that
insane that you
you
treated
really
him that
dodged
way.
a bullet, Queen, and I'm so happy for you that
That's
that was
crazy.
it. I think that's crazy.
And I disagree, but
Oh my
everybody's gonna
God.
find love in their own way.
Totally.
All right, I've got another one if we're interested.
Go
Of
for it.
course.
All right. We're gonna keep all these anonymous, right?
Oh, yes.
Steve says,
Notice how he's using a man's name now.
Exactly, inclusive.
I'm getting
Well,
there.
God made
Guys,
Adam and Eve,
I'm-
not Adam and Steve. So.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I live in Utah, so the story really makes sense.
Oh,
We're off to a great start. A guy came to buy my car off of me, and he asked me for my number before he left. Of course, I said yes. He was okay looking and seemed nice. That honestly,
Oh.
same.
Where's my
Yeah.
bow? Where's my bow?
On our first date, he took me to his polygamist community, and proceeded.
Do not get Dom Roberts involved in this. There is no one who hates polygamy more than Dom. Continue.
I need Dom to sound off in the comments.
Please.
Proceeded to give me a tour of the city and tried to convert me to polygamy. We then went to dinner. She says, "Don't ask me why I agreed to dinner. I was really blindsided." I get it. You're not good.
Listen, I've
You
done
know what?
crazier things.
Done more for less.
Yeah.
I drove, and we left his car outside of a strip mall. After dinner, I was driving him back to his car, and he insisted I drop him off 2 blocks away in downtown Salt Lake.
Oh God.
I've been to downtown Salt Lake. I want nothing to do with downtown Salt Lake. Super, super weird. So I was like, no, I'll bring you to your car. We arrived to where his car was supposed to be, and it got impounded while we were at dinner.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Genuinely the most confusing night of my life. Safe to say, do not date random men in Utah.
I have a couple follow-up questions.
I do too. Did you just drop him and be like,
Yeah.
up
Sorry.
to you, call the
Bye.
tow yard?
Sorry about your car. Yeah.
Would
bye.
you drive, if that happened to you, would you drive your date to the tow yard?
Totally
if the date
would.
went
I
well,
don't-
I would.
I think I would regardless.
If
Yeah.
it's a guy, you got to drive the girl. If
Yeah.
it's the
Oh,
girl,
of course.
If it's the girl, get the hell out.
Yeah,
of
of course.
I would prefer I'm like too Texan to not. Like I would prefer
Yeah.
that I didn't have to, and especially
Right.
when it went bad. But I just I know I would
Yeah.
do it.
And then this guy would immediately be like, "Well, she's definitely going to come to my community now."
To my
yeah,
community.
I'm joining polygamy. Polygamy is your worst nightmare. Charlie would actually cry.
I don't know how they do it.
Do
Well-
you
Sister wives, it's imploding in front of our eyes. So
Yeah, that is true.
didn't work out well for them.
I don't think it works out well for most.
I can't imagine.
Do you think that is it possible when you're a polygamist? Do you think that obviously they have favorites. Obviously.
Well, yeah.
Do you think it's possible to be in love with 3 people at the same time?
I think they think it's possible.
They think it's possible. The polyamorous people, are polygamists also all polyamorous? Is that
Wait,
kind
what's
of
the
the
difference?
idea?
Yeah, no, I literally don't know.
What's the difference?
Polyamorous people, they have multiple partners. And
Yeah.
they're in love with multiple partners at the same time.
But of any,
It could be all opposite sex partners. It could be all same sex
yeah.
partners.
So their
it could
version of
be-
polygamy though is probably having multiple wives in Utah.
Yeah.
Wait, so how are they different though? Because polygamy is just having multiple
That's the-
partners.
that's the
right?
point.
First up the answer. Polygamy is the
Thank
practice
you.
of having multiple legal marriages.
So polygamy is just marriage.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. But polyamory is love for multiple
It's
people.
when you have a wife and a girlfriend, and a...
Yeah. And your wife also has a girlfriend, your girlfriend also has a wife.
How do you keep
Unpopular opinion. See that I could do.
up? Oh my god, Charlie.
Wait, you guys are looking for a third.
Yeah, do you want to join?
Yeah, I'm your third.
Okay, perfect.
We're
That'll
talking
be
about
great.
sister
We're
wives.
a
Let's bring
throuple.
Caroline in.
No,
the
guys-
You want to be our sister wife?
Oh, that would be great.
I would love that. I think that's a little incestual.
Yeah, I wouldn't
but-
be Caroline's. Caroline could be Charlie's sister wife.
Yeah, I like
And I
that.
could be your brother husband.
This is good because I like this. Also, Charlie would sob. Fitz, I'm
Yeah, I
sorry,
would.
dude. You cannot be on camera right now. You're kind of ruining the set. You got it. I'm sorry. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, but I love you.
Anyways, I think that's it on polygamy.
Yeah, that's a wrap on polygamy.
We solved it.
I think we solved polygamy.
I think we solved it. We can cross that one off the list.
All right, moving on.
Okay, first of all, collab of the century. I'm obsessed with you guys.
Hi.
Second, I don't know if there's some sort of character flaw within me, but men are always wanting to take me on very odd first dates. Like, for example, one guy took me to a Buc-ee's.
I love that.
I'm unpacking today. I feel as though I need to unpack that with a professional before we get into that. But
Very
another
classy.
guy took me on a first date to a trampoline park with his 2 younger brothers. And you know, at the time, I was thinking to myself, oh my god, he loves his family. You know, he wants me to be involved with his family. This is so cute and adorable, and I'm obsessed. But I have crippling anxiety. Like, I don't want to be bouncing around doing flips on a first date. And I really don't feel like that's too much to ask, but those are just kind of the cards I've dealt. But honestly, I, like, really loved that man. He was really great until he tried to convert me to Mormonism.
Oh my
What
God.
is going on?
Why are the Mormons all here? This is crazy. Okay, I will say, I don't think you have a character flaw. I think you're just fun. And that's
Yeah.
why they're wanting to bring you
Yeah.
there. I would double back on that. Keep it up. Love what you're doing, queen.
I'm
You're
into
fun.
that energy, first of all.
Yeah, loving that energy.
Buc-ee's is a choice. First of all, you couldn't pay me to go into a Buc-ee's today. Sorry.
Oh, Harrison.
Why not?
Anytime you pass a Buc-ee's today, parking lot,
Oh,
full.
that
Yeah,
is
it's
true.
true.
Line out the door. It could be any day of the week, any Buc-ee's.
is true.
Especially around here, between Dallas and Houston, or Dallas and Austin.
So it's not your hatred of
Forget
Buc-ee's,
it.
it's your hatred of people. I'm okay with
Correct.
that. That
Yeah.
sounds good to me.
I
the
love
Buc-ee's
Buc-ee's.
concept in general, very supportive of. And if you can get into a Buc-ee's where the parking lot's not super full, maybe you're there at like
Yeah,
an odd
get
hour.
there early.
I'm having a great time with the Buc-ee's, rest assured. Is it going to be my go-to like road trip stop? For that reason, no.
Is it going to be your go-to date? No.
No. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say no.
Because that would also include you having to drive to the Buc-ee's with that person.
Yeah, we're not going to Terrell for a first.
Yeah.
Unless it was like a long distance thing and it was like, let's meet halfway at the Buc-ee's.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
That's kind of cute.
I kinda
right?
like that.
And like car picnic.
Yeah, I kind of am obsessed.
Yeah, that's kind of cute.
I like that.
Keep that one in the back pocket.
I like that. Yeah. This is why I want Charlie to get a truck.
Yeah.
How close do you think like is the nearest trampoline place from us? I'm asking for.
There's, you probably spit and hit 3 of them.
Yeah, probably.
I
Okay.
feel like North Texas is ground zero for trampoline parks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually agree.
Like that concept probably does really well all around.
It's actually kind of crazy the amount of times that we're places and like someone's leaving to go to a trampoline park. Have you noticed that about us? It happens
When we
a
were
lot.
here
Last time.
your cousin Susie.
Yeah, she was
Oh
leaving
my
for a
god,
trampoline park.
we had so much fun with her playing mahjong, and she was like, "My kids go to the trampoline park."
Yeah, but she wasn't about to date 2 brothers. She was going with her kids. Not that that's
Yeah.
a red flag.
That is true.
3 brothers. I'm sorry.
I
The
mean-
other 2 brothers were there.
The 2 brothers part is a little crazy.
This
Do you
girl
think it
sounds
was
Meeting
like-
siblings is different though.
I
than
wonder if like
parents.
the parents knew he was going on a date, the older brother.
Enforcing
And they showed up there without
Maybe
them
they were
knowing.
like, "Take your brothers out,"
Either way, this girl
and he was
sounds
like,
fun.
"Now's a great time. Meet me at the trampoline park."
Yeah.
I wonder if that's how it came about.
Yeah, I could see that.
I can feel like big Mormon family. You're probably like toting your little brothers around everywhere you go.
Yeah, you're full-time help.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I'm serious. I think this girl doesn't have a problem. I think she sounds.
Oh, no.
she's
She
fun.
sounds wonderful.
She's
She's
great.
no,
She
she's gonna
sounds
be
great.
awesome, and eventually she's gonna like just kind of fall into place with the right person.
Yeah.
and she's willing to go do weird stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's
This is why we needed him on the episode because you and I, we would do nothing productive.
No.
No, and
She
we're not
would be-
here to be productive.
Absolutely.
That was
nothing.
beautiful, Charlie. Thank you.
Yeah,
You just
Charlie,
keep
thank
going.
you so much.
She's
Thank
just
you.
keep
That was
going.
beautiful,
Actually,
Charlie.
thank you.
All right, I like
Thank
this. Let's go to the
you.
next question.
Thank you, Charlie. I'm happy to be back today talking about my least favorite thing in the world, which is my afternoon slump. It happens to me every single day, and it is so hard for me to get out of my afternoon slump because I want another coffee, but I cannot have another coffee because then I'll be up till midnight, and then it's going to be this never-ending thing, and then I'm going to have an anxiety attack because I'll be so anxious because I'm not sleeping. It's like a whole thing. So I love Awake chocolate. My boyfriend also doesn't drink coffee, and he loves these for a little pick-me-up. They are these little chocolates that have 50 milligrams of caffeine in them, so they are half a cup of coffee. I love to eat them in the afternoon. It's the perfect pick-me-up, and I'm able to stay focused and finish out my workday versus having another coffee, having an anxiety attack, staying up till midnight. It's a whole thing. These are amazing. They have the peanut butter chocolate, the milk chocolate, the caramel, and then my personal favorite, I have a full bag of these. We had originally, I want to say 6 of these bags in the household, and people have been coming over and we're always giving them when they want coffee, we're like, do you want coffee or do you want Awake? And of course, they're choosing the chocolate. Awake is an innovative, functional chocolate brand that combats the afternoon scaries while providing a delicious and sweet snack. Each bite is crafted with fair trade chocolate, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and is 60 to 70 calories per bite. The 3 p.m. slump is an all too real phenomenon that can be difficult to overcome. It's too late in the day for a coffee or an energy drink, but still a few hours left to work. That's where Awake Chocolate comes in. So, of course, we have a code. Y'all can visit awakechocolate.com and use code HouseGuest at checkout for 15% off your order. That is awakechocolate.com, awakechocolate.com, and use code HouseGuest for 15% off your order.
Okay. My husband and I were celebrating a Valentine's Day dinner, and the couple next to us broke up at the restaurant.
The things I would give to be in that situation.
Oh, I know. That's so good. They were arguing from the moment they were seated, so clearly we shut up, drank our wine, and
Obviously.
the lady got up and stormed out before the food came. Felt awful for her, but it was an iconic exit. I celebrate that, and I hope that woman is doing great today.
I celebrate that. I stand with her.
Have you ever witnessed a public fight like that? Between a couple?
Fights, yes, but not. I don't know if it was necessarily a breakup. But I'm pretty quick to pick up on like a first date, and I'll tune
That's
in your
fine.
in.
I can't tell you how many times I've been kicked under the table and just be like, shut up, let's listen.
Yeah, I know. I love
Yeah,
that.
I'm like,
That's the best.
Let's listen.
Oh, it's the best.
It's the best.
It wasn't a couple, but I was in Kansas City at like a tapas restaurant with two of my good girlfriends, and there was, from what I could tell, father, daughter, stepmom at a table adjacent to us.
And let me tell you, that's a crazy combo.
Ooh, it was gnarly. It was tough.
Tough.
And it was, you don't care and you've never cared. And the poor stepmom was just like...
From what you could tell.
From
One's
what I
name
could
was
tell.
Shirley, one's name was Louise, one you got them all, the backstories, everything,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Found them on Facebook.
That was a good one. And then I've had kind of the opposite thing where it wasn't like a breakup in public, but it was really aggressive PDA.
I'd rather see it break up.
This woman kicked her shoes off,
Oh.
had her bare ass feet. They were in one of these little kind of couplet booths, where it's like made for two
Yeah.
people. Made for two people, but they're together on one side. Kind
Yeah.
Of thing. She had her bare ass feet up in that booth, and they were just like making out, kissing, rubbing on each other. And I'm
Oh
like,
my
I'm gonna get up and go say something.
Is it
Did
weird?
you?
No, I really wanted to.
That's
It was
surprising
a
about you.
restaurant we were regulars at, and I knew the bartenders, and I was like, please let me say something. I'm like, please let me go over there. I'm going to pretend to be a manager. I'm going to say, I'm sorry, ma'am.
First off, Harrison was born for this moment. He's been waiting for this every single second of his life.
Baby, I was chomping at the bit.
Make no mistake, he was not bothered at all by this couple. He was living for the fact that he could potentially
Greatest
act like
moment
he
of
was
my
the
life.
manager.
Greatest moment of my life. I was like, I'm going to go off and be like, ma'am, I'm sorry, we require shoes in the restaurant.
Okay, kicking off your shoes is crazy.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
That was the most disgusting part.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Foul.
I don't know, at that point you just got to take them and walk out with them.
Yeah, I like that. Just steal them.
I think that's your new go-to
Oh my
anytime that happens
God.
again.
That's good.
You have her shoes for the rest of
It
your
was
life.
tough.
Oh my god. All right, let's go to the next one.
Let's hear it.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to share this because I am now in a happy relationship, but that has not been the case most of my life. And I was the queen of situationships, and this is my favorite story. I was very traumatized by this. I had a guy that at the time I thought I was going out with, maybe was going to become my boyfriend soon. Looking back now, it was a classic situationship. And we all, probably about 15 people of us, me and him met through mutual friends. So all of those friends had concert tickets. The pregame was at his house.
Oh
Big
no.
group.
And the morning of the concert, he texted me telling me that he had a girl coming with him essentially as his date when I thought I was going to be his date. And I was very heartbroken and had no choice other than to just put up a strong face, go to the pregame, go to the concert, and watch him and this girl bail lovey-dovey at our country concert. And I was indeed heartbroken. Yeah, obviously worked out for the better, happy now, but this incident literally changed the way I dated because it finally made me have a little bit of self-worth and only go out with guys that actually only liked me.
I'd have COVID. That's what you'd have to do.
Yeah.
How you can't that is awful.
That's horrific.
That is horrific.
What do the kids define as a situationship?
So a situationship, thanks for asking because I'm so young. Harrison, don't ask about what he's turning.
Charlie, get the crossbow.
Man,
Get the crossbow right now.
Okay, a situationship is when you're like, it's more than talking. It's when you you're kind of like acting. You're in a fake relationship. There's no commitment. There's no title one person's really kind of
Is
all
there
the
a
way in.
communication that says, I have feelings for you? Or is it just like...
Yeah, so it's more than like talking because a situationship, you're like hooking up regularly
Oh.
and there's like more feelings involved, but you're doing so without the title. And then typically, like if a situationship is like never going to turn into a relationship, and if it does, it's the exception. Everyone needs to live by like the rule, not the exception, right? So a situationship's bad if you want to actually like date that person.
Okay.
So it's like that would be like the friend in the friend group that she's like consistently hooking up with. They probably talk all the time, whatever. Like men love like a pen pal and emotional support, but then they really like shit the bed when it comes to like commitment. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's like not real commitment. It's like a relationship without commitment, and technically like he can do that and it's not cheating, but it's messed up that he did that.
No, it very messed up. And like I would be, I don't know, you have that assumption that someone is there to like spend time with you, get to know you, talk to you, and it's like, oh, just kidding. I'm here to talk to this other
In
idiot.
front of you too.
In front of you.
No, that's sick.
tough.
That's sick.
But I'm glad that she took it as like a lesson.
I am too. I think that's beautiful.
Not that she needed to like learn a lesson, but that like
No, it's good.
there was a learning moment there.
I would say like all of my life has been a learning moment.
Hasn't it all?
Hasn't it all?
Hasn't it all just been a learning moment?
And like we've all been there. You know what I mean?
All right, this person is asking for some advice.
Oh, good. I mean, and who's more qualified?
Hello.
Please give it to me.
All right. I've been dating a guy, he's 28, for the past 4 years. I'm 26. I feel as if our relationship goes through waves. For example, in the summer, we would hang out every day, do everything together, sleep at each other's houses. When winter came, he grew so distant. He wouldn't ask to hang out or seem to be interested when I asked, and hasn't made much effort to be included in my life. For example, coming to family parties or holiday gatherings. I've asked multiple times if anything is wrong, but apparently nothing is. I've voiced my concerns, but he says nothing has changed. It also isn't just me noticing this, it's his family too. They text me just to make sure everything's okay between us because they see the difference. I don't want to look too deep into it, but I can't help but overthink because he still makes the same effort with his friends, just not with me. Of course, I love him, our lives are intertwined, but I am just confused. I'd like your unbiased opinions about it. At face value, what do you both think? I value the relationships you each have in romantic relationships or friendships, so I trust your opinion.
Okay.
We've been like joking the whole time, but Howard.
But
and this,
I
first
know,
of all,
now she values
thank
our
you.
opinions. First off, thank you that finally someone does. Okay.
Also, sorry that you're like having to deal with this because
Yeah.
that feels icky and weird.
I don't like this at all.
I don't like it either.
I think also
Just being so
unbiased
honest
and
with
so
you,
straight
girl.
up.
This is circle of trust. I don't like the sound of this.
I don't like this either. And I will let you know, one thing about Harrison and I is, yes, we're hard on people, specifically partners of people that we love, but also we're going to give it to you straight. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Here's the thing. Like, what's the, like, Serena Kerrigan? If it's not a fuck yes, it's a no.
Yeah.
And I think that is, like, there's so many people, and I look at myself in my earlier 20s, and I made a TikTok about this the other day, but I was like, I feel like I over-therapized my way into the wrong relationships, like, majority of my 20s when I was dating people. Like, I would make excuses, and I would, you know, throw it onto attachment theory or their childhood or whatever it was. When, like, realistically, sometimes it is not the right thing. However, I think one of the most, if not the most important part, it's actually crazy because I used to say this, like, this is how, like, low the bar was growing up, like, in my 20s. But I was like, the number one thing I want in a partner is, like, consistency, which is, like, kind of insane. Because, like, now I look back at that and I'm like, the bar is on the floor. And, like, you were so consistent, I haven't even thought about the fact that, like, that's something that I wanted.
Right.
Like, that is really odd. That's probably not the way that you want to live your life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you deserve to be with someone who, like, wants to be with you.
Yeah.
And that is, like, very weird.
What I think is the clincher for me is that it sounds like you're very close with his family.
Yeah.
And if his family is reaching out to you to be like, hey, something's wrong, maybe there's just something with him. Like, is he going through something he's not talking to his family about? And maybe some of these other friends are clued in on whatever this thing is. Is he actually behaving normal with these other friends? Or is that just your perception? You feel like maybe he is, but in reality, even they're feeling something too. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think if it's not a fuck yes, it's a fuck no.
Okay.
And there's just I don't know. Life is too precious to be like waffling back and forth about this kind of thing. And if you feel like something's off, feel like he's distant, and you've actually have talked about this, and he's like, and you can't pin him down on like what exactly the issue is, then maybe it's worth like one more conversation to like really give an ultimatum. I'm a very naturally avoidant person. I'm a people pleaser, and I'm not always as forthcoming in personal relationships as I should be because I don't want to feel like I'm ever inconveniencing somebody else. And it's funny, my friend Haley tells me this all the time. She's like, you and I are best friends, and there is like nothing you can ever say to me that's going to like drive me away entirely. So just be honest with me. So maybe if you sit him down and put it in that plane of terms for him, like there's nothing you can say that's going to like make me hate you. So just say it, whatever it is. And if even then you can't pull out whatever it is that you're trying to pull out, you're done.
I almost went the route of it. Almost, if it's just every winter, it feels like it's some sort of like seasonal depression or something.
That sounded, yeah.
But also,
But she put the seasons on it. That sounded interesting too.
yeah, but also like she's communicated that essentially that she like needs more out of him, and he's not made any change, and it's been 4 years. So I think like you kind of have your answer. I think worth another conversation.
I think if you're asking, you already know.
Agreed. Charlie, do you have anything to say about this?
I mean, it's tough. She was 22 when they got together.
Yeah.
So that's really all she's known. I think what you said is perfect. You got to have a conversation. You got to like let it and be known. We're dumb. Like guys don't always pick up on that stuff, so especially in our 20s. So I feel like if you tell him that and say like, hey, this is what I actually need from you, you give him the opportunity to step up. I mean, most of us have hero complexes. We want to be the guy that steps up, but if we don't know it, we don't do anything.
I would not say most. I would just say that's more of a
I got a
you
pretty
thing.
big one, so
Yeah.
I think that's probably pretty common among many men.
Yeah, but I think that maybe I don't think it's like as like you have a pretty pure hero complex. Like you genuinely want to for other like your hero complex is like you want to help other people. Other people's hero complex is they want to help other people so that they're seen as the hero. It's like it's way more of an ego thing. Like of course it's partially ego.
we don't know. I mean, my
A
point
way
is
to
they've been
derive
together.
attention or derive praise.
Yeah.
But the talking part, communicating is pretty
Yeah.
That's a tough one, girl. But yeah.
Give
I
him the
don't like
chance.
it.
Give him the chance to do it, but then she's got to be able to pull the trigger if something doesn't
Exactly.
go the way he
Agreed.
wants.
You can't. You have to recognize your own worth,
Agreed.
Yes.
and that your time also matters. Your commitment also matters.
think
I
what you
also
said was
think in
perfect.
general, when you're consistently disappointed in your relationship, like a lot of dating is like you're not married to that person. You don't have
Yeah.
like outside of this, like more of like broad conversation, you're not married to that person. You can break up with them. Like you are allowed to. You're in your 20s. I feel like when I was younger, I felt like like sunk cost fallacy or whatever it's called in relationships where you feel like I put so much time and I've invested so much time, I can't leave now. Like you can and you will, and it will be better when you're in the wrong relationship. I don't mean this like every time Charlie's like, well, I'm like, I'm not talking about like relationships you should work through. I'm talking about when you deep down know if you are in the wrong relationship, you can leave and your life will be better. You have to just get through the initial period where it sucks. Like
But
a
that's
breakup.
the tough part. She's 22.
I know,
she's
but-
had that relationship the whole time, so that's why the shot that he's saying, like, talk and at least let him know what he needs
I
to
know.
do.
I'm talking about this in a more like broad way though. Like just in general, if someone's listening to this, like you know you need to break up with your partner, like that's not the person you're gonna marry and they're not great for you. Like the initial part is going to suck, but then you're gonna build a life that's so much better without them. Promise. And it's worth it. It is like the most worth it thing you'll ever do.
Us giving this very real advice in these headbands.
Nope.
Perfect.
Thanks for bringing us back down to the earth.
Should we do another
Yeah, go
call
for
in?
it.
Yes.
Hi, Kenzie. Love you so much. I have a crazy, not really date story, but Tinder meetup story. So in college, I met up with this guy on Tinder because he had some booze that I wanted for a party. I get to his apartment.
Fair. That's real.
Love.
On all the posts of
Where's
his
my bow?
bed, which he said the alcohol for some reason was in his bedroom, ? There were like medieval sex toys all over his room.
Nice.
Like a leather.
It's BDSM.
She still have the number?
Every single post of his bed, like all this stuff laid on his dresser, like, but like medieval style.
Medieval style is killing me.
And the weirdest part was he didn't even acknowledge it. I wanted to watch TV. We sat on two opposite
Oh my god.
chairs in the living room for like 30 minutes. Then he was like begging to make me a pizza. He was like, making frozen pizzas. I was like, I don't really want pizza, but okay.
Oh my
I
god.
come to go to the dining hall the next day. Guess who's
Stop.
the manager?
Stop.
of the pizzas?
Stop.
No! What?
No, why do you want to make her a pizza?
He's practicing. Oh,
She was
my
like, didn't even want a pizza.
Hold on. He knew exactly what he was doing. You bring somebody into
Obviously,
that room and you let them look at that, so in case they are like, "Oh, I'm curious." Then you're like, "Oh, I'll tell you all about it."
here.
He was waiting
Oh
for
my
the
God.
question.
I
He
guess
wasn't,
that's respectful.
you know.
Yeah,
He's
he
like,
wasn't pushy.
well, he's clearly he's a very like old kind of old school
He's old
night.
school kind of guy.
Night
I mean, guys,
kinda
that's
man.
like BDSM, right?
It's medieval times.
yeah.
It's medieval times.
He
Dinner
was a
and
Knights
tournament.
Crusader. He was never gonna bring that up to the woman. He needed
Oh my
her.
god, that's my favorite call-in.
That
insane.
is
Oh my
amazing.
crying, that was amazing. Wait,
That's amazing.
Okay, next one. That was so good.
Hi, Kenzie. Sending you lots of love from Montreal. I
Oh my
had a
gosh.
question as somebody who has yet to be in a reverse relationship.
Quebecois.
I'm 26 years old, who longs for a person who's in it for the long run with her, and watching you go through your journey with Charlie has just been so motivating.
I'm sorry, how are we supposed to go from like
I don't know, but I like her.
BDSM to
I know.
this? You know what I mean?
Your
Like,
journey with
okay.
I
Charlie.
immediately
Yeah,
like
my
her.
journey with Charlie. Okay, I'm locking in. Don't worry.
To say the least, empowering. Seeing you go through the dating
So
challenge
nice.
actually motivated me to download the apps for the first time.
Okay.
I really wanted to know if there was something that kept you going, especially in keeping your mind and heart open, that you're telling yourself that you would recommend
I didn't do
to us
that.
girls out here. And yeah, thank you so much, and you're the best.
Oh my gosh. Okay, love this queen. Love this diva.
Very sweet.
I would say, what was the question? There was a couple in there.
Getting you going, like keeping you through it, keeping your mentality up, and staying positive. and
So my attitude and mentality and just general idea towards dating was actually really bad for like a really long time. I don't think once I did, and it is so annoying because I met Charlie like so early into this dating challenge.
Right.
So like I suddenly did change my perspective and I was excited about dating and I was like, oh, this is fun and like it's fun experiences. And I have like a couple bad date stories that are like funny for like dinners and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I wanted those experiences and I think I went into the dating challenge. I knew I wanted to like eventually like get married and have a family at some point in my life. I did not go into the dating challenge thinking that I was gonna find like anyone that I even like remotely liked. Like I
Right.
went into it with no pressure. Like I thought it was just gonna be an exercise to like get myself warmed back up to dating. There was no
Expectation.
expectation, no pressure whatsoever. So I think that helped, but I went into it with the attitude that this is going to be fun, but I didn't put a lot of pressure onto it. And I think that like helped so much because I just didn't, it's not that I didn't care. It was just that like it was fun. It wasn't a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Did I answer that question?
Yeah, I think you did. I think like everybody kind of shares in the whole like being down about dating. Like I don't think everybody's always upbeat. You are when you find the right person, but it's okay for her to kind of be down about it and then have your ups and downs and kind of just live in the moment that it's happening. So it's fine that she's probably worried about it, but like everybody is. And I think she'll find, I mean, she sounds awesome. And she liked me, which was, but either way, no, it sounds
Counts for something.
Yeah.
No, but she
Can
sounds like
you-
she's got the right attitude already. Like it just might be a moment
Yeah.
she's got to work through, and that's it.
I will say, as someone who had the worst attitude ever towards dating, like you cannot go into dating with that attitude. And like that's why I did it. But I had like genuinely like the worst and I thought I would never, like I just had such a bad perspective and like you're gonna find what you're looking for, and if you have such a bad perspective, you're gonna find the bad. Charlie, you are like older than me.
I am older than you. But that's my point, though.
You're
There's
so
ebbs and flows. And
I
it's
know,
okay
but I
to
think
be
because
up
you
and down.
obviously your life experience was different. Like you were in the army and you're away and whatever. But like you did find someone like later in life. I mean, like not later in life, but like
Well,
later than
there.
me.
Right, that's
He's
fair.
36, so
That is fair.
Your advanced age.
Yeah.
you're advanced age.
Somebody take care of me when I start having to wear those adult
Exactly.
diapers.
I know we're getting there. We're really getting there.
right around the corner.
Yeah. Like, did you lose hope completely? Because Charlie also wasn't like. I think that's a misconception. Is that because you are 30, like now 36? I was 27. He was 35. I think that people think it like moved fast because of your age, and like that's not the case. Like if anything would have happened, like you would have been with someone by now if it was like an age thing.
If
You know
I
what I
wanted
mean?
to be, but I didn't. Like I wanted to find the right person, not
Yeah.
just a person.
Which is why you like obviously there was no one who was right besides me. So like that's why you were
Clearly.
by yourself for so long.
Clearly.
Obviously, were you like down in the dumps? over
Yeah, but that's
dating?
my point, though, and that's okay. Like you're gonna go through a lot of swings. Like everybody, I'm a romantic, so I never really gave up like hope. I always thought like, but I also wasn't gonna settle. I wanted to find the right person, but I also knew that there was gonna be times where I didn't feel great about my situation, and times where I felt like, hey, I actually want to get up and try. So like her having those I don't know, swings is okay.
Yeah, it's normal.
And that's, I think, like once you realize like it doesn't really matter if I feel the best in this moment, I'm just going to live through it. Like that, you start to kind of go with the swing, go with
That
the
was
flow.
beautiful, Charlie.
That was great, Charlie.
That was really good.
Yeah, my 36 years have given me a lot of.
I know, that's why he's so wise.
True.
Yeah. Do you have things on your phone that you want to go through?
Let's see. Okay, I have one, but it's a little. I don't know if morbid is the word.
Let's
love
see
it.
it.
I
I'm
like when
intrigued.
I think
when
we're
you
just
say it's
gonna-
morbid, I think
We're just
gonna
gonna
in a good
go
direction.
for it
Okay.
and
And see what we go.
and see what we find.
Okay.
So, I dated my neighbor in my early 20s, and it was a huge mistake. He said the L word in the first 2 weeks and wanted to marry me in the first month.
That's actually so Charlie.
Weird that a guy would say that for
That's
no reason.
crazy.
When I
Interesting.
first read this and she said L word, I was like, he called you a lesbian.
I thought that too. I was like, what's the L word? Got
Like
it.
that showed the L word. Okay. I think it was the first time he'd been with a girl in a long time. I was 20 and he was 27. He didn't take our breakup very well. He would scream obscenities at me anytime I left the house. He would creepily stare at me when I left. Fast forward to 2016 when the clown epidemic was happening. I was about to leave to go to my class for the day when I see a clown outside of my house with a knife. I ran back inside, locked the door, and called the police. They came almost immediately, so I wasn't terrified for too long. They came, arrested him, patted him down, and found a hit list in his pocket. On that list was all of the neighbors in the neighborhood, including me. He is currently serving time for attempted murder.
Oh my God. See, this is the kind of stuff I was looking for.
This is what ends up in my DM.
Person, wait, what? Did she say what year they dated? I only got 2016 when the clown thing happened. Also, that's like everyone's
I would
greatest fear.
assume they probably dated, 2014, 15.
Oh
She
my
don't-
God.
They don't specify how much time passed between the breakup and the
I'm not gonna lie, this is
and
the
the
first
clown
one.
epidemic.
This is the first one I can't follow what the question was.
Wait, Charlie,
So
do you
this
know
was
what the
just-
clown epidemic
Oh, I
was?
do. They had guys
Okay.
at Fort Bragg in the woods that would I didn't run into it, but I would run it at night. I would get up at or not get up, but
Charlie
I'd be
was
up
part
at
of it.
midnight.
Charlie was a clown.
No,
He
but
was.
they would always say that, so I was always looking for people when I'd be running in the woods.
I was
but
in college
saw
during
it.
the clown panic, and there were pictures of clowns at the Walgreens by our campus and stuff, and people were reporting clown sightings around campus. And I had a radio show.
Of course.
Yeah, yep. And one episode we did live clown hunting, and we were driving around campus looking for the clowns
That's actually so
and
good.
tried to
Did you
find
find
one.
them?
No clowns.
See, I never saw them either, but I've had friends that saw them, and
No
it's
clowns.
terrifying.
I actually cannot get past this. This is gonna be I'm gonna have a nightmare
This
about
is
this.
really,
This is dark.
yeah.
This is dark.
Well, I'm glad that this situation resolved itself with no one
Being harmed.
being harmed.
Yeah.
Same.
I think
You
a
just
few of my
never know.
exes should be in prison, if I'm being honest with you.
Probably.
They might be following that lead.
You're gonna open that door. There's gonna be a clown right there.
No, I promise you. I actually am sorry to everyone listening to this. I promise you, I will be getting DMs in the next week of people who had nightmares about this. Moving on to the next.
You
And
remember
I'm so
asking
sorry. and I'm
me-
glad you're safe.
You remember asking me about what guys think about sometimes
This is
randomly?
it?
I've thought about what happens if a serial killer is running after me when I go
Yeah.
out to run in the morning, and I'm always thinking I'm gonna take him to the hills, I'm gonna just outrun him. You know what
So
I mean?
that's what you do for
that's why I do.
You're
that.
gonna outkill the serial killer.
No, I'm not even gonna kill him. I'm just gonna take him on a long run and be like, "You gotta work on your cardio, bro," and then run
See,
off.
that'd be my downfall.
Right. Me too.
Hi, Kenzie, and hi, Charlie. I have a
Not you.
question about intentional dating. And being in my mid 20s, I'm ready for a husband, and I haven't dated that much in years. So I'm on the apps, and I feel like I'm so stuck on thinking so far ahead that I rule out people that I think might be good, but just because of what he has on his profile, I'm automatically axing it. So how do you kind of set that mindset with intentional dating in a society where we're on the apps, or which is kind of what I want to do, How do you approach guys in real life if you don't have mutual friends?
I'm not your girl for that.
If you want that spark naturally, like what are
Ooh.
ways that women can approach guys without being creepy? Yeah.
How would you want a girl to approach you?
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's
I'm not,
flip it
it's
on
the
to
same
Charlie.
thing I told some of your friends before. Like,
Oh, I hated these though.
you hated this?
We all hated it, yeah.
Like, I honestly think most guys want to approach and talk to you, and they just don't know how right now. They should want to do that. But like, I think being able to just tell them your name, even if you have to do it first, like, opens the door. I mean, if somebody at like it doesn't matter where you are, at a bar, at a gym, or whatever. I feel like half the time the guys just want to know that they're not going to get rejected off the bat, which sucks. They should just try to shoot their shot. But this is kind of what we've turned into now, is like everybody waiting and seeing whatever.
Right. There's a lot of triangulating and like who's gonna.
Yeah.
And it sucks that she might have to bridge the gap, but half the time, like, I honestly think most of the time, if you know and you have that just my name, hey, I'm whatever, so and so, was really nice to meet you. I always see you in here. I honestly think that just opens the door.
Most people listening are probably not going to do that.
They don't have to do it. I'm just saying.
I think it is good. Also,
Well,
if
she
you're like,
asked for advice on
She
how
did,
to do
and that's
that.
how you
That's
do
what she
it.
was asking for.
Yeah.
and I think too, like if you're at a bar and like you're ordering, it's a really easy way to like
That's
make
really easy
conversation.
when you're
That's
kind of
so
right up next
easy.
to somebody. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, what'd you get? That looks good.
And honestly, like, she might have a gym crush. It could be something that she sees all the time that she's like, oh, I always wanted to talk to the guy, but
Yeah.
I haven't. Most people, especially when they're out doing something, they don't think about it until they realize, like, oh, that girl just introduced herself. Like, I want to talk to her or whatever. We're really dumb. Like, we just need the door to be open, and then we'll go from there.
Do you think
Yeah.
a lot of like straight men are like averse to making the first moves and it will come across as creepy?
Yeah, a little bit now. I think that's why you probably have the change that happened, that
Yeah.
they don't approach as much as they used to.
Well, nobody
I
wants to be
don't know
like
where
that guy, especially at
Yeah.
a gym. I think is a little.
Yeah, like, for
Yeah,
the
that
most
can
part,
come across as really smarmy, really quick.
I see a
think.
girl at the gym, I'm thinking she's going there for like a workout, so I actually wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But like, I get it. Like, I get
But
why
if
she's
you're
saying
at a
it's
bar,
hard.
you might be expecting to, you're feeling it. Like you
Yeah.
want
And it's also like, where are you gonna meet? You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
It's
so
tough.
true. And I think everyone wants that, like, they want that fantasy of,
Yeah.
I don't want to meet somebody on an app. I don't want to meet somebody digitally. I want to meet them in real life. And everyone wants to meet the perfect stranger at the grocery store, and you run your cart into them by mistake. And then
Yeah.
you hit it off and you're married. Like, that's kind of like what everybody wants. And I feel that too myself, especially in the gay scene. It is apps.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'll go out to like bars with my friends, and it's like, yeah, people are talking to each other, but not really. Like, you're still kind of in your little group of friends, and there's not much intermingling. And you have to kind of like get drunk enough or like get on the dance floor, and then, the fun kind of starts happening. But like, it's hard.
Like, bridging that
Yeah.
gap and then,
Yeah.
like, talking beforehand.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people don't want to be the first one.
That's what I think
Here's
it is.
what you have to
Pull
do.
the trigger.
You have to find a friend. This is what I'm doing with Charlie. I've like actually pawning Charlie off, and he's like wingmanning for all my friends right now.
Yeah.
You need to find your most outgoing friend. Because I also will go up and talk to anyone, especially
Yeah.
like the stakes are so low when I'm not the one who's.
If I'm doing
romantically
it on
interested.
someone else's behalf,
Yeah, I'll talk
no
to anyone.
problem. I'll
Yeah.
talk to anybody.
Anybody. You need to find
Yeah.
someone who's really outgoing who will bridge that gap for you.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this and like, I don't want to do this at all. When it comes to intentional dating, I would not say I did a dating challenge and like my intentions were bad. My intentions were to make a YouTube video. Like it wasn't like they weren't good, But I think like not putting so much pressure on it. I think what she was saying at the beginning about apps, like this is one thing I always tell my friends, and I switched when I actually did the challenge, because for those who are new here, by the way, if you guys are not familiar, I met Charlie I did a 10 dates in 30 days challenge. I met everyone on Hinge, did 1 hour drink dates in the beginning. We talked about this in the podcast a billion times, but it made me more open to matching with different people, going on different dates. And I think that's a really big thing, because when girls are looking at apps, like my friends, especially myself for so long, you are trying to find like the perfect profile. And like one guy, like Charlie's right, guys are dumb. Like a lot of the time, like they're not communicating who they are best through an app. I think none of us are.
So
you know what I
true.
mean? Like, Charlie having a bad dating app profile was actually, like, a green flag to me. I was
Yeah.
like, good. Like, he should have a bad app, you know?
Yeah.
Or a bad profile.
Yeah, why are you as a man curating images for your Hinge profile?
Literally. So I was like, this is perfect. But I think looking at an app, it's the same way when before you've met someone and you see like their profile and it's like, oh, they like this and that. And like girls will literally like envision like their wedding before like they've even met someone.
Yeah.
Which like everyone's done a billion times.
yeah.
But you have to not do that.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I think when you're dating, especially, I'm not saying you need to be dating, like, 4 different people at a time or whatever, but I think you need to, like, set up multiple dates. You cannot just go on a date with one person and be like, that's it. Because, like, you don't know. You need to, like, be putting yourself out there and going on dates. You know what I mean? And you don't have to take everything so seriously.
Yeah.
I think if you're, like, it's fine to, like, if you're wanting to date to marry and you're wanting, but I wouldn't put, like, the guys that you're dating are not your husband. You know what I mean? Like, you have to date them first. So I would, like, put less pressure on it.
Hello, Kenzie and house guests. So mine is kind of a Hinge story. It's not a super crazy story, but just kind of like funny. I was on Hinge a couple years ago and just swiping through when all of a sudden I am met face to face with my own face.
Oh.
So this man had used a group photo from an Orange Theory class. So
that's a
it
choice.
was the first and only Orange Theory class I've ever been to, but we all...
What are the chances?
They had us take a group photo after the class, and this was the picture this man decided to use as his main his main picture on Hinge. Why, I do not know. So I'm sitting there in this picture, sweaty, red face, looked like a tomato, looked terrible, and this is what he is using to try to get girls. So, just a tip out there to all these guys: don't use group pictures first of all as your first main profile picture, and also please don't use any pictures of other strangers post workout. Thank you.
Jail.
Or
Immediate
marriage. Or
captivity.
marriage. It's one or the other.
Maybe, is it like you were saying,
Maybe
like,
they're
does he
meant
have
to
a
be.
bad profile?
Maybe
he doesn't know what he's doing.
I am with Charlie on this one. This is the invisible string theory if I've ever seen it.
Perceivable rope.
Yeah, perceivable world. That's what he calls it. I think that's kind of like you're meant to be.
Wow.
I think that's beautiful.
I will say, if I just got done with a workout and you want me to take a group
There's nothing worse.
picture,
There's nothing worse.
no.
I hate it.
No.
The worst thing is when it's like a brand
The
event.
more I learn about Orange Theory,
the less I want to be.
the less I want to go.
I used to work out there in college. We went through a weird
Is it
phase.
gym?
Yeah,
Like
it's
a
like
class or something.
it's
it's like a
running and
class.
weights. It's kind of like berries, but with rowing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not the vibe. But I don't know. I went through a weird phase. College was just a weird phase for me in general.
Wasn't it always?
Yeah, you know, it's dark. I think you should maybe swipe. I will say this actually used to happen to me a lot because all my guy friends, like all of their dating app profiles, they had a photo. Like I was always on their profiles, and probably because like those are the photos that they had. Like they didn't really have pictures to begin with.
Yeah.
But I swear for probably a solid like 2 years, I would get like minimum 1 text a week of a girl being like, hey, I matched with your friend, like so-and-so. But like I'm on their profile, so they're texting me. But it was just, I would see myself
Sometimes
on
that's
there.
a fun way in, because it's like, okay,
Yeah.
what can you tell me
Exactly.
that I'm not really getting through the profile? Like, what should I know?
Absolutely. And like some of them, I was like, you guys would not like each other.
Yeah.
And I loved them. I was just like, oh, this is like waste of time, not worth it.
And you end up in a power position, which is ultimately what you wanted.
Absolutely. And I've always wanted that. Absolutely. We did say we're kind of going a little over, like people were sending in like dating app audits. And
I'd love to do a couple of these if we have time.
I think we should. Okay.
It's a special episode.
It's a special episode, and
can run a little long.
I also think it'd be a really beautiful thing, to do if this is so well received, for people to do a full, we could do a full dating app audit. Okay, so I have some dating apps here. Here's what I think about dating apps. You are not trying to appeal to everyone. You're trying to appeal to the right person.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to make your app specific and like niche interest in things. Like some people are like, oh, I don't want to put a cat on my profile because I don't want that to freak them out. No, you need to put a cat on your profile.
Because if you have a cat, guess what? They're going to meet the cat one day.
Exactly. So you need to be yourself immediately, and like
Yeah.
you don't want 100 matches, you want like 4 that are actual contenders.
That's
you
good
know
advice.
what I mean?
That's good advice.
And then also on your app, I would have things, and by the way, I don't think that my profile, like everyone keeps asking me to like share my profile. One, I don't have the app anymore, so I can't. But also, like, I don't think that my profile was good. I didn't have good prompts to respond to though. The one thing that I did have was a photo with Martha Stewart, and that's what everyone responded to. So like I didn't really need the prompt because like that was like a good thing. But you need to have something on your profile, which is my photo with Martha.
Like a photo with a celebrity.
Yeah, like literally. Like just find a photo with a quick celeb, you'll be good. But you need to have something that's gonna get people to respond. Even if it's like this is like a specific like order at like Bucky, like something like really specific that's popular that people are like, oh, I love that or whatever. Or like something, whatever. Anyway, so
I'm like taking notes.
yeah, you're 100% not going to do any of this. Okay. So here we have this app. We'll have it on the screen. These are really cute photo. Oh, also I did hear once that your dating app profiles, you need to be smiling with teeth because there's a huge like surge. Oh, sorry. My God.
Of toothless dates. Awesome.
Yeah. Smiling, facing the camera with teeth. That just like ups your chances. Okay.
Interesting.
The best way to ask me out is by pick a happy hour spot and tell me why it's good. I like that because men are combative and they like to be right. So like likely to like pick a spot.
It also gives somebody an in.
It gives you an in and it gives you a way to get off the app. That's the whole goal, is to get off the app. She has where she's from, her profession, her height, age, what she's looking for, photo with friends. That's great. Another cute photo, drinking, shows she likes to go. Oh, my simple pleasures, ordering Taco Bell after a night out.
Cute.
Same queen we did last weekend. More selfies with friends. 2 truths and a lie. I think these are good too. I don't know though, because like, do people respond
I don't like
to them?
the
I
2
don't. I
truths
think that
and
we
a
should nix
lie.
that. I think that we should nix that. I take it back.
Yeah, let's do something else.
Let's do something else. Another cute photo, but she's turning away, so this one isn't really like needed. And the last one's cute, shows more personality. I would take truths and a lie out. And I would add something that's more specific to you personally. I don't have a list of prompts up at this moment.
Yeah, I have no idea. So Hinge like has you.
Yeah, you can select from like a bunch. They give you like a list and you can decide if you want to answer something.
Yeah, and you should, because that's what starts conversations with people. And I think it's always important to like have something that would be like, this is something that we could like lead to taking off the app. And I would add, so like my simple pleasures fun, and then I would change it to truth and a lie, and I would add something that's more specific to your interests. Because like what I'm seeing on the profile now is like this really beautiful, fun girl, but I think we need something that's more about like maybe like a hobby or an interest that you have. I think that's what's missing.
Yeah.
I also think like a lot of people want to convey stuff about themselves out, but they don't do anything that opens the door to a question.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people want to like your profile, but they don't know how to, just besides just sending a thumbs up or like a heart or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like they want to be able to ask you something, but if you only have like specific facts,
It's actually making me sick thinking about you messaging other girls on Hinge. That actually makes me physically ill.
Sam, I don't like it.
Like Harrison's also sick.
I don't like
I'll
it.
leave.
We're all sick right now.
We're all sick. So enough of that. But I agree with what you were saying.
You know what I mean? You want to give somebody an
If you
in
were
to
someone
ask you a
else.
question.
Absolutely.
But like, if
give
you were
them
another
something they can
person.
respond to easily.
Okay.
Yeah, because also
Yours was your Martha hook.
the thing about Hinge is like, it's like, hey, what are we to talk about? So you need to give something very specific that there's something to talk about. Okay, we have one more dating app that we can audit. This isn't a photo. Okay, Hannah. It's a really cute photo, but no teeth smiling in the first photo, so that might be something to think about. Okay. My simple pleasures: booking a trip to New York City for less than 24 hours because I need the Christmas spirit there. Live music, espresso martinis, weekend beach trips, walk with my dog. At first, I was reading this as she was doing all this in a 24-hour span. Yeah. Okay, cute. She has her normal information, a cute photo of her at a game, cute photo with a friend. I get myself out of a funk by redecorating my house. Needle pointing, obsessed. Retail therapy. I'm like, perfect, no change. Okay, retail therapy, going antiquing, or walking my dog. Another cute photo. The one thing I'd love to know about you is like your favorite thing about me. That's funny.
That's cute.
That is funny. And then personality with friends. Okay, the one thing I would change, I would see if you have like one with like smiling with teeth, because I just heard statistically it does better on the app. 2, you need to add a prompt that is something to take off the app.
Mm-hmm.
So it needs to be like,
same advice as the last one, I'd say.
Yeah, it needs to be.
Wait, let me see this.
Go through. It's a photos, not video.
I got you.
but also, like, kind of do what makes you happy. 'Cause
Yes,
we don't
Charlie,
know.
but people want help with apps.
No, I get
People-
it. I get it. That makes sense. But I'm just saying, like,
Do whatever you
I
want,
don't have
but-
the answers. Like,
Wait, she's adorable.
She's really cute.
I would say, so we mentioned walking the dog twice. I feel like
Wait, you can't just get up. We're recording a podcast episode.
I want to get a drink of water.
No, we're almost done.
All right, fine. I don't know. Can I not just drink water? I don't know how this works.
Guys, for audio listeners, he taps and goes, be right back. Charlie.
I guess
I
I'll
love
drink
it.
the ice. The ice.
I love it. I would argue
tortured
that
right now.
like the Hinge profile is some pretty precious real estate.
Yes.
So I would maybe reword like your simple pleasures and getting yourself out of a funk. Those are great things to know. Some of those are like
Interchangeable.
similar sort of thing. You interchange them. So maybe pick something that's a little more different or get really specific on those two areas.
Or if you want to keep getting out of a funk, just change it and be like, something like going to, you know, this place for margaritas, in parentheses, I'm in a funk now. So they'll reply and be like, let's get you out of the funk.
yeah. Oh, that's good. See, you're an
You gotta-
expert.
You have to set men up for something. Like, they
You
really
need to look
are
at my
so
Raya.
dumb.
That's the only one that I have.
Happily. I've gone through like multiple people's dating profiles, and I will say like I wasn't the best with my own, but I'm really good with other people's.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good,
That was
right?
good advice.
No, yours was pretty good.
Thanks, Charlie. Thank you.
I'm pretty biased.
Guys, I can go on and on, but I guess I shouldn't. Valentine's Day doesn't last forever.
It's only one day a year.
Thank God.
You can go back to being the Grinch.
Thank
Oh,
God.
thank you, Jesus.
Thank God. I'll join right after
My
you.
heart grew 3 sizes today. I believe in love again.
It's incredible. Charlie, like, how do you feel? Do you believe in love even more?
I feel thirsty.
Okay, but about the podcast.
Oh no, I feel great.
Okay, good.
I'm always romantic though, so
Yeah. Do you want to leave the listeners with anything?
not really.
Okay.
Happy
Thank you.
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Valentine's Day. Love
We love
wins.
you.
We left it all out on the floor tonight.
Bye.